Hello and welcome to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan, and as always, I am your wonderful host for this lovely episode. This is going to be another series because a lot of it is going to be series because I can't upload single episodes as much as I would love to upload single hour-long episodes. I'm not able to because I don't have the I guess requirements to be able to do that on YouTube. I don't know. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But so today's episode is going to be called The Life Skills Team. Now, I went to a college that was designed for kids with learning disabilities. And part of that was extra help for kids who needed it with hygiene, with cleanliness, with stuff like that. And that's what the Life Skills Team covers. So I want to read to you what I wrote, and then we'll kind of get into the story. Most colleges, especially ones that are devoted to students with learning differences, have several teams on their campus. The counseling team, the writing center consultants, the residential directors, and the life skills team were some of the ones on my campus. What I want to talk about in today's video is the shit I went with living tasks such as hygiene, cleaning, staying organized, etc. Because I'm sure for a fair amount of students this could have easily been their first time away from home or sleeping away from home. This team was designed to help create and care about the students and be there for the students when they needed help with their hygiene and basic living skills. So, I think what the goal of the Life Skills team was originally was to help students who maybe have problems bathing, maybe aren't very organized with their laundry, maybe have a hard time doing the dishes, because, we have processing disorders, we have different disorders that make everyday tasks for someone else a challenge for us. And so in January and late December of 2020 and January of 2021, I had created a contract with my college. And that contract covered a whole host of different things. It covered, expectations for me. It covered what I was going to do to make the best of the college. So I have the table of contents right here. It's introduction, what is Beacon doing to ensure my success, my concerns, what I'm doing to ensure my own success, my re-enrollment letter, my hygiene charts, my academic charts, and my COVID-19 success charts, and how I'm proving my own independence. So I think what my red flag should have been at first. Now, I did voluntarily create these charts, but originally I had created them for just me and my parents. It was just going to be something between me and my parents. I was not planning on sharing it with the school because that's my private business, and they don't need to be part of every single inch of my life, although I'm sure they would love to. And when I created these charts, they were very invasive. Did you shower? Did you clean everything? Did you put on underwear? Did you get in behind your ears? Did you get your nether regions? Your nasty pots? Did you get everything? Did you put on clean clothes? Did you brush your teeth? Did you comb your hair? Did you make your bed? And again, I had planned to share these charts only with my parents. That was the original plan. But then I sent this to the Title IX coordinator. We're going to call her Captain Dumb Bitch Pants. No, I'm kidding. We are not going to call her that because that's rude, although I would love to. And she made a bunch of revisions and corrections and adjustments to my charts. That's how I feel like she said that when she did that. And one of the adjustments that she made was that I would have to meet with a life skills coordinator. And I was like, okay, cool. He's just going to check my charts, make sure they're filled out, check my room, make sure everything's folded, clean, good to go, make sure I'm showering, make sure I smell good, blah, 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 blah. Cool. I'm excited. Great. This is going to be awesome. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. Oop, hold up. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to do it. No. We're going to get invasive. Now, and I'm going to get into that. So, my first meeting goes pretty well. He comes in. He's super nice. God, he's such a sweetheart. He's like, hi, my name is... I'm going to be your life skills coordinator. I'm going to help you with different things. He's like, let's start by going in your room and putting away your laundry. So he helped me put away my laundry. He helped me fold my clothes. Now, and I'll get into this in another episode more detailed, but I had a bar. I have hundreds of shirts and sweatshirts, and it's just because I've been all over the place and I try to get a shirt every time I go. And I also I love clothing. And I had this like wooden bar in my closet, or I mean this like, it was so cheap. It was like a tension rod that you could buy for like $5 at Walmart. Like, they didn't even put in an actual clothing rod. So I go and I hang up all my clothes, and then in the middle of the night, me and my roommate, because I shared a room with someone, hear this big thud. And I get, I'm like, what? What? I'm like, and I go in my closet and I turn the light and I'm like, are you kidding me? Because you know what I see? The clothing rack that I had hung all my clothing on has fallen. Not only has it fallen, but it has ripped part of the closet out. They tried to charge me for that too. I'm sorry, explain how that's my fault? Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. And so they try, I come in and I show him my closet, and he sees all my clothes on the floor, and he's like, Logan, what is this? I go, my clothing rack fell. It won't stay up. He goes, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, yeah, I've sent like 3 emails to housing, but they don't care. And he's like, typical. So he sends in a work order, and shocker, they do something when the staff tell you to do something. But when the students possess a concern, it's fine, we can just ignore it. He's just being dramatic. Oh my god, I hate this college so much. Yeah. So, he helps me fold some clothes. He helps me put all my clothes on my bed, and get them organized. And we put them in little piles in my closet before I can hang them up, because it's going to be a couple days before the maintenance guys are back and they can take care of everything. And so, and then he's like, all right, so our hour's up, but next week we're going to go into the bathroom and we're going to, get your bathroom all cleaned. We're going to scrub the sink, da-da-da-da-da-da. Cool. Great. I'm excited. So next week rolls around, he comes back. I'm like, hi, how you doing? Doing good, glad. Oh, great, awesome, wonderful, can't wait. And he goes, Logan, we have some concerns we need to talk about. Some staff, teachers, faculty, and friends have been saying you kind of smell. And I'm like, oh, I smell. Okay. Now, before we get into the juicy tea of this episode, I want to talk about trauma. And what is trauma? What did I experience? Humiliation, guilt, exposure, and trauma. Trauma that was later laughed at. Trauma that was taken as a joke, and trauma that was treated as if it was nothing, and as if I was just being dramatic and looking for issues. Trauma that has not only reassured existing body and self-confidence issues, but trauma that has created all new ones, even 8 months later. Trauma that has caused permanent issues that even months and years of therapy won't fix. Now, I've really talked about trauma, but what exactly is trauma? What is the trauma I'm referring to? Well, let's first start by defining the word trauma. According to Webster's dictionary, trauma is defined as a very difficult or unpleasant experience that causes someone to have mental or emotional problems, usually for a long time. Trauma is not always physical or sexual, as some people tend to think. It can be all sorts of decorations. This is one of 2 different times I'll be discussing trauma throughout this series. The other part being the Title IX series that I've already posted. So this next article I called Showing Him Everything. And I mean everything. But we're going to get into that in another moment. So the life skills team, like I said, their goal was to help students, was to create a safe environment for students. And I don't think that was created. I think toxic environments were created from toxic people who do not know what they're doing and do not seriously care about their job. Now, there are 2 wonderful ladies on the life skills team, and I hope they watch this, and I hope they know how much I appreciate them, how much I appreciate everything they did, how much I'm sorry I didn't take them seriously, because they are wonderful people and they have an amazing, awesome career ahead of them, and I hope they know who they are. And no, it's not you, Title IX coordinator. Quit being full of yourself. So in the next episode, just because I want to do it all in one episode and we're running out of time, I will get into what Showing Him Everything and I Mean Everything is. But again, I want to thank you guys for watching. And as I always say, remember, you are loved. You are so important. You are so amazing. There is nobody in this world quite like you. You are so special, and we are so lucky to have you. Please don't take that away from us. Please reach out if you feel like hurting yourself or killing yourself. Please talk to a mental health professional. Call the National Suicide Hotline, toll free, anytime, day or night. at 800-273-8255. Again, that's 800-273-8255. Call them toll free anytime. They're happy to talk. 5 hours, you got it. We'll talk for 5 hours. Please don't give up. Don't take the easy way out. You are really just using a long-term solution to a short-term problem. It's not... I know it seems hopeless right now. I know it does. I've been there. I know how it feels. Well, I don't know exactly how you feel because every situation is different. And I don't want to acknowledge that all situations are the same. But I know it's not a fun feeling. And I can't imagine what you're going through that would make you want to take these steps. But don't. Please reach out. Contact me on Instagram. If you need to text someone, text me. I'm happy to text at any hour of the day. Please reach out. Find a friend. Find a trusted adult. Find a support system. And don't do it. Because we love you. We care about you way too much to ever lose you. And the world would just not be the same without you. Thank you so much. Again, I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to follow our Instagram, emotionless.podcast on Instagram, and emotions.podcast on Twitter, or emotions_podcast on Twitter. Email us your mental health stories to emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. Again, that's emotionless.podcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.